Namaste children. Good morning. I hope you're all fine. This is Basri working in Present Vidya Mandir School, Mamandur. The PPT was prepared by myself, presented by myself and my co-staff Ms. Sukanya and Ms. Jyoti Lakshmi. I am handling the subject science for class 3. Today we are going to see the topic, what is the matter? Month, October month, week and third week, and this is the third part of the video. Next, expected learning outcomes. At the end of the session, students will be able to explain the changes in the states of matter. We know there are three states of matter, okay, solid, liquid and gas. So finally, at the end of this session, the students are going to explain the changes that can happen in the three states of matter. Before entering into the session, we can see the activity. Children, first you can observe the picture which is given in the slide. Figure 3. What is the picture? Yes, very good. A candle. What happens when we light the candle? Yes, it starts melting. That melting liquid, we call it as wax. Let us see the activity. What is happening to the wax in the lit candle? That is the first question. Second question, after some time, what do you think will happen to the wax that drip from the lit candle? Yes. First question, what is happening to the wax in the lit candle? When you are going to light the candle, after lighting process, the candle gets heated and started melting. Okay. So after the melting stage, that candle started melting and finally converted into solid, that is called solid wax. Okay, let us see the answers. Here the wax melt and drips down from the candle. After some time, that is after melting, the wax that dripped cools down and turns into solid. Here, the candle is a solid. Once we light the candle, it starts melting. That is, solid is converted into liquid. That is, first the candle is a solid before lightning process. After we can light the candle, it starts melting. Okay, so solid is converted into liquid, that is called melting. Afterwards, again, the wax which can drips down from the candle, it starts cooling down and finally converted into a solid. So this is liquid which can change us into solid. So this is the thing we are going to see in this lesson, how the changes that can happen in the three different states of matter. Let us see the session. Yes. Let us learn more about how things can change from one state to another. First, we can see the examples. First, you can take one glass of water. The water is nothing but liquid. So, the liquid which is kept in the bottle or a glass is just, we can do the process of freezing the liquid which can converted into a ice, solid ice. So here the liquid, that is water, which can be converted into ice, that is solid. This process is called freezing. The process by which liquid became solid, that is liquid is nothing but water, became solid, solid is nothing but ice, by the process is called freezing. Once again, the process by which liquid, that is water, which becomes solid, that is ice, by the process is called freezing. And next, first is freezing and next is melting. The melting is nothing but, I can give the simple example. You just take the ice cube from the freezer, that is refrigerator, and just keep it outside. After some time, that solid ice cubes, it starts melting and which is converted into a liquid. So this process is called melting. The process by which solid becomes liquid, that is solid is nothing but ice, and the liquid which becomes water is called melting. Next, the third process is called evaporation. A simple example, if your mother is going to boil a water, okay, so that time the water which we taken by your mother is going to boiling that water, right? So the liquid which is converted into steam or gas during the boiling of water, it starts heating and converted into a gas or a steam. So the process by which the water became gas or steam is called evaporation. Next process is called condensation. The condensation is nothing but a steam or a gas which is converted into a liquid state. That we call it as condensation. And the process by which steam or gas becomes liquid water is called condensation. Totally, there are four processes. One is freezing, melting, evaporation, and condensation. Next, here how the changes of state can happen can be given in the diagram. You can see first is freezing. The freezing is nothing but a liquid which can change this into a solid. For example, liquid is water is converted into a ice. Next, a reverse process is called melting. A melting is nothing but the ice which can converted into a liquid. So the next process is called evaporation. Evaporation is nothing but the liquid which is converted into a gas or steam is called evaporation. Next, the fourth process is called condensation. The condensation is nothing but gas or steam which is converted into a liquid. In this lesson, we learned only the four processes. One is freezing, melting, evaporation, and condensation. Here, the different changes between the states of matter are summarized in the diagram. You can see solid to liquid, we call it as melting. Liquid to solid, we call it as freezing, and liquid to gas is called evaporation, and gas to liquid is called condensation. So this is the easy way to keep it in your mind. Next, let us recall everything. Children, what is called freezing? Yes, very good. The process by which the liquid converted into solid is called freezing. You can give the example. Yes, liquid, that is water, is converted into ice. Good. Next, read the given scenarios. Use your understanding of the properties of states of matter to suggest a solution for each scenario. Let us see the activity which is given in the slide, activity 5.7. Based on the scenario, you can answer this question. For scenario 1, Rohit has been playing with the building blocks and has built a house. He needs to put the blocks back into the container. Here, Rohit has been playing with the building blocks and has built a house. He needs to put the blocks back into the container. Okay, so how do you think he can fit the blocks into the container? Just imagine the scenario and answer this question. How we can fit the blocks into the container? Just think and tell the answer. Is very good. He can break all the building blocks into separate thing and put into the container, right? Then let us see the answer. Here, Rohit can fit the blocks in the container by breaking apart into the individual pieces from the house he has built. Thank you.